Congrats! You conjured up the courage to ask out your crush, and they said yes. Now comes the next nerve-wracking part, the first date. Well, no need to be nervous. I'm here to help you ace date number 1.
Put on your favorite outfit, because we're taking you on a first date.
There's a couple ways that you can really ace the date, and it's not as difficult as people make out.
For guidance, we turn to professional matchmaker Joanne Cohen, who breaks down how to have a successful first encounter. Starting with, this is in 60 minutes, so drop the interview questions.
Interview questions actually do the opposite of what we want to achieve, because when we feel we're pressured, we tend to give people the answers they want to hear.
So what are some interview questions then to stay away from?
Interview questions can be something like, how many kids do you think you're going to have? How often do you go to church? Things like that.
So stay away from the heavy-hitting topics, keep everything kind of light and on the surface.
Right. Just have fun with her. Talk about the drinks that you're having.
Okay.
FYI, she says, guys, you should stick with a classic drink like scotch, and women, go for a fun, creative cocktail.
Cheers. When someone's having fun, they show you who they are. And that's how you really find out who somebody is.
Next, listening is learning, so lead with your ears.
A lot of times, and men are guilty of this, they tend to be in their head and they're thinking about the very next thing to ask. They're not listening to the conversation, and we can actually see it in their eyes. And let's practice a little bit. All right, so start talking.
Joanne, this is a lovely blouse. I am so happy that, oh, I saw it. Like your eyes were kind of like this guy. So how do you show active listening?
Nodding your head, sometimes smiling, even saying, yeah, things like that.
Basically play an active role in a conversation.
Yes.
And our last tip,
leave them wanting more. And what I mean by that is don't go more than an hour and a half on the date.
Really? So I think it's going great. Just after an hour and a half, time's up, turn into a pumpkin, get out of here.
Yeah, and just like a great movie that you've seen, but it's just too long. You know how you're kind of at the end, you want it to be over, even though it's great? You don't want your date to feel that way.
And then what if the person just says, okay, cool, let's just go home?
Joanne says she's given her advice, so that one's up to you. Now we have the know-how to ace our first date.